Hey guys, this is Gabriel Roberts from Roberts Bushcraft here in the cabin tonight. Tropical storm or tropical depression number is 16, I believe, and up to 40 mile per hour sustained winds, gusts even higher than that, heavy rains, the works, and we're out here bone dry. As you can see, I've settled down in my nook here, my corner. I've already got my bedding laid out for the night. Eventually we're going to have bed frames and stuff set up to where we don't have to do this, but for tonight, this is just going to be a comfortable, relaxing evening. It already has been a very comfortable evening. About to get some coffee going and some cinnamon rolls. But we've just been kind of cleaning up, doing a little interior work. And overall, just enjoying the night. Just kind of hanging out here. This is about to be a great way to close the evening off with some coffee and some cinnamon rolls. Just having a really good time out here. Great night.
And it turns out I brought the wrong stem for the coffee pot. Over there, fella. And what I mean by that is this is too short to go in here. But it's just gonna have to work. It doesn't come through. Yeah.
All right, let's check these things out.
Oh man, look at that.
Look at those.
Alright, looks like those are mine. I think Gabriel's going to fix his here in a minute.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, man.
Bottoms look like. Let's see how this coffee turned out. Oh yeah. If I can't see through it, that's good stuff. Ooh-wee. Black gold right there. I love these things.
Well, I'm sure as you can hear outside from time to time, you'll hear kind of that rattling or a bit of a roar outside of the cabin here. That's just on the corners of the porch where we haven't quite framed it in all the way yet. So the tent is up, but just on the very outer edges of the corners, there's some spots that are still just kind of left to flap in the wind, really. So that's part of what that sound is. The cabin's not falling down. This thing is here to stay.
There's a lot of wind out there.
Yes. Again, like I said, 40 mile per hour sustained winds. And it seems like every bit of that outside, if not more. Now, we don't know how well the effects of the wind are picking up on the video here, but here in real life, it's getting pretty rough outside. Like I said, sustained winds they're definitely at least at 40 miles per hour. I feel like they're a little bit higher than that. At least that's what the forecast was showing, in between like 30 to 40 mile per hour winds with higher gusts. But I feel like we're at a higher sustained wind outside. It's pretty rough. We haven't had a ton of rain this evening. We've had, patches here and there.
A lot of wind.
But a lot of wind, yeah. So, cabin's holding up though. Place is staying strong. Wouldn't expect anything less, that's for sure. knew it. Thought they knew it.
Yeah. Some big wind out there.
I like hearing how rough it is outside.
Me too.
Nice and calm. Morning, folks. It has been a interesting night of sleep. A lot of stuff going on outside. Ton of rain.
A lot of wind.
Yes, so much wind. Let's get this closed up here. Well, it's nice to be back inside. What we're going to do now, of course, as we always do in the mornings, we're going to get a little coffee going. I've just gone outside to get some of the waters we had in the cooler. Already got a fire going this morning. It's pretty easy to get it started. Some of the wood that was left on there from last night's fire had just kind of gone out over the night. So we were able to get that rekindled because it was already kind of dry because it had dried itself out. But man, it's nice.
It is nice.
Insanely just windy and rainy outside and perfectly cozy in here.
Oh yeah.
So nice. So we're gonna get some coffee going.
Well, it's a little too windy and wet to do any work outside, so we're building our loft ladder inside the cabin.
Yep. This is some lumber that we actually already had. Pretty much most of it was already sitting in here, just stacked up against the wall here. So it's stayed dry for months now. So this is good stuff to build it with. We don't have any sanding disc or anything like that with us today. Actually, we do, but we're not
Yeah,
going to do
we
that
do.
because it'll be kind of nasty in here with all that dust. But so we're just getting the frame built, getting the main ladder done, and then eventually we'll come back and sand it and finish it, and just make it nice. But for today, we just, my dad said it's rainy outside. As you can see outside, the wind is still sideways. I mean, the rain is still sideways. The wind is going.
Yeah. Kind of thought we might be at the tail end of this tropical storm, but she's still blowing.
So we're going to work on this a bit and see what all we can get done. This will be a big step, though, as far as not a big step to get it.
Dad joke. I wish I'd have said that.
Yeah, it just happens. But yeah, this will be a big step in the process, getting this done. Being able to actually get up into the loft without having to drag in the ugly, nasty
the ugly
construction ladder. It's just,
it's always wet and dirty
Yeah,
and
it's
has
all-
concrete residue on it, and it's
Yep.
just a mess.
it's just not cool. This is nice. We cut this piece a little bit too long though, so what I'm going to do now is just come back and shore this up. See, about 1/8 of an inch too long. This having this square as a guide for this has really helped. It really takes the majority of the thinking out of it. You just kind of line the side up there and just
Gives us good square cut or even cuts, straight cuts. It's always been my problem my entire life trying to do carpentry. Never could cut straight.
Now some of these are a little tight, which is actually how we want them. We don't want to. Oh, I know what's happening there.
There you go. Oh, look at that.
It's gonna be a good tight fit.
Perfect.
We're almost done with the steps here. It's probably the best fitting step we have on.
Yeah, that's pretty, yeah.
Now, of course, what we're doing, getting it on here, making sure it's square, which that one is. And then checking this side, just to see what needs to happen here. So does it come out just a hair? Still square over here. Square on this side. Square on this side. And what we're going to do is get the angles adjusted after. Get down just a hair. We're going to get the angles adjusted after we get these steps on. So we're just putting like one screw per step right now because we're not entirely sure what angle we want the steps at.
Make sure it's dad level here. Yeah. That looks good to me. You know, you had it almost right.
Yeah, right.
It was close. You had it almost. Need a little dad adjustment there. Okay. We'll continue on. Here's a good look at what we got going on outside. What we have going on now is the main reason why I wanted a wraparound porch. The north side, we're drenched. Now earlier the east side, as the storm was moving in, we're getting wet over here, but you can see the transition from wet wood to dry wood. And then back here on the back, on the south side, this is bone dry. The chimney is not even getting wet down here. So as this storm passes by, they rotate in a counterclockwise formation. And the storm is passing to our north and east. So right now, we're probably getting the backside rotation coming through. All right, finished product for now. Oh, this is so cool looking. Yeah, every piece of. There we go. Oh yeah, look at this. This is neat. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slide this over, and what he mentioned earlier, we're going to level these steps out. So as you can see, hopefully you can see that these are slanted downward. So we wanted to get these up and get them leveled like that.
Yep.
So that you're. So we'll just make sure we had our level right.
Oh, yeah,
That way you're not stepping on
uneven surface.
uneven surface. That's right.
You don't want to throw you out.
Okay. I should not be doing this without my glasses on.
That's the middle. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
The grand stare. That's what we're gonna call it.
There, I like it.
So
I like this.
this is a super easy process there. Now that we've gotten the steps on, I mean, just the level and putting it on. And because we've already gone through and put a screw on the other side, we know level is going to be level for both sides. It's already square, so this is just a super simple process of just popping the level on and putting screws in. Another big thing, having some electricity in here has really, really helped us out.
Oh, big time.
Being able to just hook up the inverter, the battery, excuse all the tools in the corner, but being able to run some lamps in here really helps, especially on a day like today where you can't get outside, can't really get a whole lot of natural light in here.
And we were trying to at first, when we first had the idea to do the cabin, we were going to just do the rustic look, the oil lamps, the candles, and this and that and the other, and that's all fine and dandy. However, these lights.
It's fine until you need to see.
Exactly.
So,
I mean,
it's definitely a great ambiance thing, you know, and we do that a lot. Of the nights that we have stayed out here, even with the electricity, a lot of times we cut the lamps off, the electric lamps, and have the oil lamps going, just because it just has that rustic look. But when we need to see for tasks like this, or even, you know, just getting set up in here, oh man, these lamps go a long way. Having electricity in here is nice. Eventually, once we get the solar set up, batteries out here, inverter, charge controller, all that good stuff, we'll be able to not really have to worry about it. We just have stuff plugged up, flip a switch on, and it'll be good to go. All right, here we go. Completed. It's got screws on all the steps. You can see. Nice, easy climb up.
hot dog.
Yeah, we don't need another step on there, Dad.
I didn't think so. Grab that light right there and illuminate your space up there. Ha! Even old fat dude can get up here. Check that out. Oh, that is slick.
That's cool.
Now, to keep this thing from shifting out from under us, we're going to take some 2x4 pieces or something and cut a cross member here. So that way this doesn't shift left or right. That's a heavy duty ladder right there.
Yeah, it is. I like it. Yeah, it is.
Oh boy, look at that. Yeah, that's enough of that.
Yep. I think it sticks out about the perfect amount. That ladder.
This?
Over
Yeah.
the top of the floor. I mean, it's about perfect.
This truly is too close to that. It's not so bad when you get up. When you got to get down, you got kind of steps aside.
Yeah. Yep.
So I want to put this on some type of roller so we can easily move this along the floor here. I'm tickled. This is all right.
This is cool.
There's no creak in it. There's no. As long as you're holding on to it, you're not going anywhere.
That's right.
And the angle that we have it built, these are cut to.
And because of that bottom piece, it naturally wants to fall back to that angle.
Back, yeah.
Yep. I consider that a success.
Big time win.
And it just looks awesome. I mean, that's just got,
Awesome.
especially after we get it finished a little bit better. See the loft floor up here? Haven't seen, or we haven't seen this in a couple of weekends here since we've had this rug. We're gonna get this rug laid back out, but we were using this downstairs. Actually, we've taken my braided rug home just because of the mortar dust and just kind of some work, construction related stuff. Didn't want that getting into the braided rug.
Look at that. Need that base to come out just a hair. I mean, that could be used as a shelf, a little shelf system.
Especially if you go all the way in the corner here where
Yeah.
it's flat.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Oh, you caught me. What's that?
There you go. Yeah, like I was just saying, if we put that in the extreme corner there where the broom is, that's out of the way. Still plenty of room to sit. We're also going to take that lumber that we just made that ladder out of and make some furniture in here. Hopefully, we're going to try. See how that works out. We're dealing with a very small space inside this cabin, so we figured we'd try our hand at custom making our furniture before we went and tried to buy something.
Well, guys, we had a great weekend out here at the cabin. Thank you for tuning in. We found out some things about the cabin that we need to get to work on pretty fast. But we also saw a lot of things that are going really well as far as being able to hold up in this heavy rain, heavy wind, and some things that have really impressed us, and just seeing some steps that we're really glad that we took. Hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. And as always, may the wings of liberty never lose a feather. And God bless.